Greetings. So a lot of people often ask me what mindfulness is. Many people have heard of the word mindfulness, but don't really understand the concept of what that means. And the simplest way I like to explain what mindfulness is to imagine a butterfly. And you can imagine a bird as well, or anything with two wings. But I like to use the concept of a butterfly just because of metaphorically what that often symbolizes for people with change. As caterpillars transform into butterfly. And really that's what we're doing through mindfulness as well. We're growing our wings. So you have this butterfly, and imagine that the first wing, one of those wings of the butterfly, represents awareness. So that's the first aspect of mindfulness, is simply to cultivate awareness of the present moment, to honestly acknowledge the experience of the present moment, pleasant or unpleasant, and to bring your attention to that moment. And then you have the second wing, the other wing of the butterfly. And this wing is extremely important and often overlooked in our society. It's the wing of compassion or non-judgment. And so as you're in the present moment, acknowledging and noticing what's there, it's then essential to bring in compassion, beginning with compassion for self. Sometimes it's easier for us to feel compassion and empathy for others, and yet we don't extend that toward ourselves. But really what you find through this practice is that true compassion, true peace, and true love really comes from a place within. And so it really does begin with ourselves. And so as you're becoming aware and in tune with the present moment and with acknowledging what's there in the present moment, then begin to practice opening to that experience, feeling it, and allowing yourself to experience all of the moment and what that entails, whether it is a pleasant or unpleasant experience. And through all of it, demonstrating self-compassion through that process. And that doesn't mean that you never judge yourself or you never judge the experiences you're having. However, because that judgment is also an aspect of ourselves, it means that when you notice the judging taking place, that you pause there in that moment of noticing and don't add additional judgments on. So just notice that moment for what it is and bring compassion to that experience too. So living life compassionately and allowing it to begin with the self. And really, that is the definition of mindfulness, is awareness of moment-to-moment living, being in the present moment, and awareness of that moment with non-judgment or compassion. And there are many different practices that allow us to tune into the moment and practice compassionate living. And it really is essential that we begin that practice with ourselves in finding a path of unconditional love for self. And from there, the rest will just naturally flow outward to others.